The 21 Feminine Principles is a guide for
Yeah. Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me?
This is day one.
Most people just
That's
don't
a
know how to
hard
deal
hit.
with them.
It's the
Because on
happiest day
average,
of my
they
life
just
is when
are
I think.
not good people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to try to take over a bar. They're good when they're handing you food because like they're a waitress or they're on a call center or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around.
Just leave.
It's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
Yeah. So thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button. The more you like, the more YouTube will show this to other people. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours instead of 1, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App and PayPal is pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor,
Do you?
king or queen of the stream. Shout out to the rare breeds. Shout out to the wrenches. Let me know something in the live chat. Please follow me on Dating Dysfunctions. This channel you watching me on now is just my live stream channel. This is my normal channel. And if you go to the main page, please join the membership. Only $5 a month. It really helps support the channel. I try to do 8 exclusive episodes or live streams a week. Or I'm sorry, not a week, a month. Other than that, let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
So the other day I was talking about self-mastered women cannot coexist with men. It's not going to be the fairy tale and fantasy that a lot of women want.
Okay, let me look at her face, everybody. Does this look like a happy woman? Let's start there. We don't care about how nice your car is. Does this seem like a balanced woman mentally? Or just another angry, bitter effeminist? Before we get into that, I want to talk about the title of this live stream. Most women are toxic to men. Let's just think about how women look at men throughout their lives. I mean, you could really go back to whatever their relationship was with their uncles and father. You know, the men they knew growing up. See, for women and children, we're the meanie. We're the authority figure meanie that gotta tell them to, put their helmet on, make them go brush their teeth, make them clean up their room, and if they don't do what they're supposed to do, we discipline them. We're the bad guys since they were born, in a sense. I mean, they love us, you know, like our kids love us and stuff, but at the same time, we're the bad guys from the jump. Okay, so that's one perspective. Then the other perspective is, the dads that treat baby girl like the little princess and she could do no wrong. But even from that perspective, they just see us as tools at best, tools to get what they want at best, a mean authority figure at worst. So really, neither one of those is a respected figure, genuinely. You see what I'm saying? So even from birth, they don't have any concept of genuinely respecting a man just for the genuine qualities that he bring and ways that he and and the genuine ways that he makes other people's lives better. There's nothing there that makes them genuinely respect you for your kindness and your this and your that. I mean, when they're young, their brain isn't developed enough to honor you and respect you and like you and love you for those in-depth reasons. Okay, so when a young girl gets out in the world and starts dating boys, how she views men is also going to be dictated by the experiences she had on the dating market. Now, if she's like a lot of women and just chase bad boys and they're going to treat her like crap, of course, then she's going to have a negative outlook on men. And that pretty much explains why all the women I go over are so hateful and bitter towards men. Because they chose all the wrong men on purpose throughout their lives and got done dirty, and that's what was supposed to happen. Deal with bad boys, bad things happen to you. You roll around in the dirt, you get dirty. So I'm freestyling here. Let me check the chat. What up, Sean? What up, Isaiah? What up, Pezzo? Okay, so anyway, let's start here. We can start with black women. Black women feel like they're black men's authority figure. They either are treating you like shit because they just hate black men based on the experiences they had, or they see you as a kid. They see, let me break this down. Maybe I can simplify this so we can just get back to this video. Look, y'all know I'm black, so I feel like I get treated the worst by women, generally speaking. Sometimes because it's a white woman and they're racist, and sometimes because it's a black woman because black women hate black men for other reasons. So that's a whole different element I got to deal with that I feel like other races of men don't have to deal with. So I get like the worst treatment from women compared to other guys if I had to guess. I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, I got multiple things working against me. Like, for example, if I interact with a white woman, she could be racist and she could be a misandrist. Double whammy. Or I could deal with an Asian woman. She could be, a racist and a misandrist. So likely the only women who treat me good are women who think I'm handsome. And that's not really the reason I want to get treated good. I would like to get treated good just because they're decent human beings, but I've let that go a long time ago. So keep that in mind, fellas. A woman's not gonna treat you good because she's a decent human being. And the same thing go for a lot of guys. I mean, a fellow man isn't gonna treat you good a lot of times just because he's a decent human being. Because humans aren't decent human beings. People have to have a reason to treat you with basic human decency, right? And men look for different things as far as justifications to treat you like a human than women do, as far as when they're deciding if they should treat you like a human or not. So let's start here. Regardless of your race, color, economic background, whatever, height, if you look good or if you ugly, most women aren't going to see you in any type of fine light, regardless. For one reason or another, most women aren't going to see you positively or even neutrally. Okay? And I've said this before, but I'm going to break it down like this. Let's break down the categories of how most women are going to view you as a man. Let's go 3 categories. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. I just freaked out because I thought an ant was crawling on me, which it may have. I don't do well with that. Ants freak me out. So I just I mean they don't freak me out. They're not that big of a deal, but I don't want shit crawling on me, you know? I think we all can relate to that. So I just spilled juice all over me, but I'm just gonna roll with the punches. Damn. There's literally ants everywhere. All right, hold on. Y'all can laugh at me in the comment section. I don't know why we only got 4 people watching. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Um, so anyway, how most women are gonna see you as a man. Let's go 3 categories. The first category is you're a big dog in the world for one reason or another. So there's a few different ways you can be seen as a big dog to women. Let's just say you tall and handsome. That's probably the worst reason to be seen as a big dog by women. Because think about it. It doesn't last long. I mean, okay, you tall and handsome. Okay, so you a big dog on sight, but then she's still gonna analyze what you're talking about, your confidence, if you control the room, if other people in the room seem to be respecting you. So that's just like it's very surface level. It's not gonna last long if you don't have the other shit clicking. If you just tall and handsome, but you act like a bitch, you walk around with your head down, nobody else in the room is respecting you, you're gonna lose that big dog status just for being tall and handsome pretty fucking quick. You see what I'm saying? So that's probably the worst way you want to be seen as a big dog by women, just being like tall and handsome or dressing nice, something like surface level like that. Um, so another reason a woman might see you as a big dog, you have that alpha personality. She can tell pretty quickly within minutes of talking to you, you're not gonna take her shit. She could just pick it up. Like you're witty with the comebacks. You don't got a problem hurting her feelings, and she could just tell that within minutes that you'll check her at the dinner party in front of everybody and not give a fuck. That's another way to become a big dog to woman. But see, let's talk about that for a second. Okay. I feel like there's two type of women when it comes to that type of big dog. Let's come up with a name for them. I mean, we'll just call him an alpha male. Fuck it. We'll just call him the alpha male. So when it comes to the alpha males, a woman is gonna respond 2 ways, in my opinion, to the alpha who clearly don't take no shit from bitches. She's either gonna get in line and respect it, get in her feminine, and be like, okay, let me just act chill around him because he don't take no shit. That's one thing that can happen from that. Um, the other thing is she's gonna hate your guts and try to combat with you back and forth. Like she's gonna try to out alpha a alpha, and she's gonna have huge beef with you. That's the alternative. She either gonna get in her feminine or get in her alpha and beef with you and be competitive with you and see you as one of the ops and try to destroy you. Reputation destruction and all the other methods that women employ to destroy their enemies. Uh So those are the two ways that they're gonna react to the alpha dog. But that's another type of big dog. That's another way to be seen as a big dog to women. So far we got looks, height, and dressing. That's one way. Other way is just the alpha brain and charisma, the way you talk, the way you control the room, how you don't take no shit. The other type of big dog. And then I would say the last type of big dog is just somebody who is held in high regard by the people around him for whatever reason, because he played basketball, because he just everybody really like him, like he just got a lot of social status for whatever reason, like people really respect him, um for whatever reason. I'll just put it like that. It becomes very clear to the woman in that space that this guy is a somebody, regardless if she's attracted to him or not. That's another way to be a big dog. And okay, I'll do one more. The fourth way you could be seen as a big dog to women is if you just got a whole bunch of money, which is one of the worst ways to be a big dog in a woman's eyes because it's very shallow. Um, so the best ways to be a big dog to a woman is just being highly regarded by the people in your community, whatever that may mean, or just being that alpha dog and having that alpha brain and not taking no shit. Those are the two best ways to be seen as a big dog to women. The other two, like you can have money and be a beta bitch. So she's still gonna see you as a big dog in a sense because you're a millionaire. So on some level, you're still a big dog, but she's gonna run you and use you and all that. And the same thing with being tall and handsome and dressing good. Yeah, you tall, handsome, and dress good, but you a beta bitch mentally. So I'm gonna run you too. But keep in mind, she still see you as a big dog, but you don't get that big dog respect. She still recognizes that you have like some type of value and status in the game, in a sense, just based off your looks, height, whatever. But she ain't gonna respect it. She's still gonna move accordingly, though, if that makes sense. How can I put this? Um, she's still gonna value your value without respecting you, if that makes sense. Like she'll still use you for your looks and height, and like if she want to make another guy jealous, she know that even though this guy a bitch, because I've known him and I've seen that he was a bitch and heard that he was a bitch, to the world, he's still this tall, handsome, well dressed dude. So I still know how to use his value when I need to use it. I still respect his value even though I don't respect him. Does that make I hope that makes sense? The rich dude. Yeah, I don't respect him because I talked to him, I got to know him, he a hoe, but he got money. So I can get that money out of him. And also I can use the value of him having money to my advantage in other ways, maybe. For example, trying to make another man jealous. Look, I'm standing here with this millionaire. She still respect the value. She just don't respect the man. But let's go back to the original point of how most women are going to see you one way or another because most women put most men in a couple of boxes. So if we really just wanted to sum it down to or simplify it to two boxes that women put men in, you either a big dog or you everybody else. If you really want to simplify, those are the two categories. We can get more intricate with it, but essentially big dog and everybody else. So let's break down the everybody else category. Most men are in the everybody else category. I would say, let's just say 80%. 80% of men are in the everybody else category. Okay. Okay. The two categories, the two subcategories of the everybody else category is the useful nobodies and the useless nobodies. Those are the subcategories of the 80% of men that women don't usually check for like that. The useful nobodies and the useless nobodies. Now, So generally speaking, women are going to treat 80% of men basically like shit, or just dismissive. Either ignore them, be dismissive towards them, or just treat them with outright disdain for the bottom 80 percenters. Now, they'll be okay to the useful nobodies, as long as they can be useful in that situation. They'll pick and choose when to kind of sort of be nice to the useful nobodies if they need to use them, right? So those bottom 80% of men may get some decent treatment for women depending on the circumstance. So if I had to put another category on them, so that's 20%. So you got the top 20 percenters, and then you have the useful nobodies. Those are like the top 40 percenters. And then the bottom 60% of men, yeah, fuck them. Women don't respect you. They don't like you. You're an inconvenience. the fact that you're even in the room. The only way they'll use you is if they just want to make fun of somebody to get a ego boost or just to amuse themselves. They'll make fun of you. That's the only time that they'll pay attention to you if you're in the bottom 60%, to get a laugh off of, to giggle about you or to make fun of you, or belittle you for social points or belittle you for amusement. That's pretty much the most attention you're going to get from women as a bottom 60 percenter. But even the useful top 40s, they're going to get treated like essentially shit by most women in most situations as well. They might get a hint of nice treatment here and there throughout the year, maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the year, but it's still pretty bad. And then, and we're going to get into this video after I break down this last point. Okay, top 20 percenters. We always talk about the 80% and 20%. Okay. Okay. For most women, there's only 5% of men max that they're gonna treat like he's that nigga. That's only like 1 to 5% of men in their lives that they gonna treat like he's him. So with that being said, what I'm trying to explain is, we talked about how the bottom 80% of men get treated like shit. The bottom 15 of the top 20% pretty much gets treated like shit too, unless she can use them in any given moment. So there's really only like 5% of guys that any given woman is actually gonna treat like with some what's the word I'm looking, just admiration, respect. So yeah, so the whole point is, yeah, 95% of women, I'm sorry, 95% of men are generally gonna get treated like shit by women in most cases. No matter what. Whether you nice, whatever, not that nice, it don't matter. Short, tall, handsome, ugly. It, that's really what it boils down to. That's what I see in the world. Oh, one more thing. If you got a kid with you or a puppy with you, you know, results may vary. Then you could then you get, a lot of times you'll be human if you got a kid or a puppy with you. You might get a smile then, a genuine smile. Then, oh, how old is she? Oh, what kind of dog is that? I mean, which is still kind of fake, but I'm just saying, one of the few instances where a woman will seem like she's being genuinely nice to you for no reason. Anyway, let's get back into the video.
So the other day I was talking about self-mastered women cannot coexist with men. It's not going to be the fairy tale and fantasy that a lot of women want, right? This is why most women will never master themselves, because most women do want men in that fairy tale. And I explained like some of the things that men will tolerate, and what men won't tolerate when it comes to the behaviors of women. And women pretty much act the same. You act out, you lash out because you want attention, you know, you want validation. Women do what they know works. Men are going to respond to certain things. But when you ascend, you're going to respond differently to men. And men, they don't, that doesn't stroke their egos in the way that women who act out, throw tantrums and things, you know, women that need to be fixed or need to be saved or rescued, right? You're not going to have the same interactions with men. And so a young woman on Instagram asked me, how does she know the difference between, you know, just lashing out, being contentious, being defiant, versus her just not sitting well with her, which was a great question. That shows me that she's listening to the actual purpose of my message. Because another young woman asked me, well, how does she be with a man and master herself? Because she avoid relationships. That shows me that what she really wants is a man. She doesn't want to master herself.
Oh gosh. Self-mastery. See, where's her fucking Instagram again? Jesus Christ. Self-mastery. With your fucking tits out. Is this self-mastery? Is it? This don't got nothing to do with men getting attention from men or nothing? Interesting. Women are full of shit, bro. Oh, tits out? You ain't looking for attention from men though, right? No, look, nice tits. But, oh, I would love to fuck them. But ma'am, you're full of it. Damn, those are ridiculous. But all right, anyway, let's just get back. let's just go back. You're obsessed with men. Like they try to, oh, I'm decentering men, but your whole channel is about men. You don't have anything to see. Men have hobbies. Like I like talking about women. I get a kick out of roasting women. I'm gonna be honest, I do. So I'm never gonna say I'm decentering women because I'm not. I do a channel on women, so I can't say I'm decentering. But I, women don't really have hobbies. So even in the process of decentering men, a lot of the shit they talk about all day on the internet is men. And you self-mastering, but you just talk about men on all your fucking videos. I never hear you talking about like those things to master self as woman. That doesn't have anything to do with avoiding men or men ain't shit, so don't do this with men and stop caring about men. Just men. Your video about female self-mastery has the word men in it 10,000 times. You see what I'm saying?
The first young woman who asked the question wants to master herself, and she wants to know her behaviors, right? And I was listening to a voice note from one of my mentees, and she was, you know, talking about, you know, her experiences, you know, just updating me. And what I know about women is women are all having the same experiences. It really doesn't matter what region you're from, what cultural background. Women are women. And we all have the same experiences, just different levels. And
Those really were some nice tits though, guys. Like, I mean, I hate to just stop the. I wonder if she got OnlyFans. Anyway, let's get back to it. I got distracted.
women are women, and we all have the same experiences, just different levels, and, you know, different results, but it's all basically the same thing. And so I'm going to address a lot in this video on why it's difficult for women to be with men and master themselves, it's a lot of unlearning that has to happen, right?
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it. Women mastering themselves. Well, see, okay, what do men want women for? Sex and rearing families. I mean, you could say companionship, but let's be honest, most women's companionship fucking sucks. Let's be honest. They can be good with children. They can be good with cooking. I mean, even though these days, yikes. But I mean, not so much these days. But back in the day, they were like supposed to be the experts at cooking and cleaning and family rearing and taking care of the children and taking care of the house and taking care of a man. That's what they were experts at, or supposed to be experts at. Well, let's be real. Most women aren't likable people to have in your lives if they're not providing certain services. See, men, we could be likable people to just be around. Even if we ain't providing no value, we just likable people to sit in a room with. Most women just don't have that. So if you're coming to the table talking about, well, I ain't really trying to cook, clean, I don't feel like sucking your dick, well, get the fuck away from me. Just leave, like AD said at the top of the broadcast. Matter of fact, let me just play the meme. If you're not sucking dick, raising kids, cleaning and cooking, get the fuck away from me, because you're not a likable human outside of those things usually. I wish more women were. The world would be a better place if more women were likable people to be around, but they're not. So yeah, provide me services or fuck off. I don't care about your self-mastery. And let's be real, women don't care about men's self-mastery if it's not benefiting them. What's that fucking meme? Matter of fact, let me just play this meme.
You want a man who knows how to just walk away because he got something better to do, and it's not you. In reality, the highest position she's gonna get is side hoe.
If you are single and you're living your life and you have a life to live, you have a rich, full life, you are winning. You are winning. See, y'all like to think, oh, Anita's not married. Anita don't have a man. She's not winning. Baby, yes, I am. Because remember, the only two options for me are a great man who is masculine, who's a leader, who takes initiative, who is warm and loving and kind and protective. So if I can't have this, then it's this. Anita's gloriously single. Anita's gloriously single. She has a life that she loves. She has people that love her and that she loves. She has purpose in the world. She has work that is fulfilling. She has great relationships with. That's it.
That's all, folks. The only reason she's even existing in the world is because she doesn't have the courage to kill herself, and two, people don't want to start problems and just throw her out of a room because she's useless to society. So that's the reason why they kind of just linger around for the next 30, 40 years. Like they really just linger. Like nobody really wants them. Nobody really cares about them. Unless they're just get horny for a little bit. And then as soon as the horniness is gone, the woman's off there just lingering around. She just lingers, looking for any spare attention. Most people just don't want to deal with them because on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to, try to take over a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as like they're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. It's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
So yeah, so listen. So it's like these women who aren't likable people, it's like, yeah, get out in the world and go provide value to the world because nobody really wants you personally. So yeah, please go out and start businesses and bring value to the planet in that way, because nobody wants to be around you outside of their 9 to 5 when you're giving people jobs and paying people salaries. See, that's why women like this gotta lean into businesses and jobs and careers and shit and degrees, because nobody likes them in their personal life. And see, since they're so selfish and self-absorbed, see, men could go out in the world and actually go help young men. Like, I'm gonna dedicate my life to helping young men, whatever, basketball coach, baseball coach, life coach, whatever. Women, they try to be life coaches, but look, like she said, she has like a seminar or some type of course or something. It's just blowing smoke up women's asses. She don't have any real game to give. Anyway, let me just press play.
Different levels and, different results, but it's all basically the same thing. And so I'm going to address a lot in this video on why it's difficult for women to be with men and master themselves. It's a lot of unlearning that has to happen, right? Women are in a constant state of needing validation, needing to be recognized, needing to be heard. And the more you grow up, the less capacity people have to give that to you. This is why women become a burden to other people and you become annoying, because you require too much as an adult.
Hey, she do be kicking. You know what? I take it back. She do be kicking game. She be roasting bras too, actually. So I think that's why she got a little traction. She actually do got some type of red pill knowledge about herself. But this is why it's just best to get red pill knowledge from men. She does recognize how obnoxious most woes are, though. I like that about her. let me rewind what she just said, because I think I missed it.
Learning that has to happen, right? Women are in a constant state of needing validation, needing to be recognized, needing to be heard. And the more you grow up, the less capacity people have to give that to you. This is why women become a burden to other people and you become annoying, because you require too much as an adult. But it works, right? So I was talking about this last night on Facebook and Instagram. Women are either looking for men to validate them, right, by way of attention and sex, or they're looking for women to mommy them.
That's pretty true. I mean, they're looking for men to, give them stuff, validate them, protect them. They're looking for men to do everything for them. But yeah, they're looking for other women to baby them and coddle them and tell them what they want to hear, like children, because most women are children. From 8 to 80, they're children mentally. I wish it wasn't true. I'm not saying this because I'm a misogynist. I'm saying it because it's just objectively true. I mean, I don't got a peer-reviewed study, but hey, just go out in the world and see what you see. We're not gonna stay on this long. We're gonna move on to something else. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, we already 30 minutes in. I'm gonna move on here in a minute, but yeah, if you want me to stay on 2 hours, we looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal at the top of the chat and in the description, or you could do super chat and super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Nothing has been met. Let's do a couple more minutes of this and then move on.
Attention and sex, or they're looking for women to mommy them, to mother them, right? And you become a burden when you can't be self-sufficient, right? And so when you respond from needing recognition, validation, attention, you are going to act out in defiant ways. You're going to be combative. You're going to be argumentative. You're going to be spicy. You're going to attack. Just like this young lady on my Facebook who have been following me for years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Horrible. I mean, everything she just explained is what horrible people would do. Like, they're just not good people.
She can't really keep up with the content. It's so triggering to her, right? And what she did was wait for an opportunity to try to find me, trying to find a lie in what I'm saying, right? Again, all of you do the same things. When you interact with one woman, you interact with most of you. All of you do the same things, but most of you react in one of a couple ways. It's very easy to predict how women are going to respond to me. And it's because you don't have a handle on yourself. You don't have a self-concept. You don't know how to validate yourself. You're always looking for something and something.
Look, she's right. She's right. And self-validation is very important. It's something every adult should learn. Like, I'm not looking for anybody to validate my existence. Most people suck, so I mean, yeah, I would be lost to be looking for a bunch of sucky people's validation. So, I mean, especially when you get to a certain age, you just move on. You're like, I am what I am. If people don't like it, fine. If people like it, fine. But it just is what it is.
Someone else. Now that works for men, right? It works for both men and women, but it works for men in a different way because men's egos are attached to how women respond to them. This is why a woman who is self-mastered, which most women will not be. Most of you will not master yourself.
I can't take her saying that word anymore, so let's move on. Self-mastery for her is yits out in the car. But anyway, let's see what do we got here. Let's see what this talking about. Mom to 4. Oh, this was a year ago. Do I remember this one? Oh, I think I do. We might go do a Kendra. Yeah, we might do a Kendra. So let me drop the Rumble link. We're gonna go over to Kendra here tonight, I believe. Yeah, in a little bit. So I'm gonna drop the. They are who we thought they were. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the Rumble link real quick because we're gonna go over to Rumble to do a Kendra. You don't gotta sign up to Rumble to watch. All you gotta do is click the link and watch.
Of 21. This is day 1 of 21 days of dating in real life to see if I can find a match off the apps. It definitely caught people's attention, but like no one ever.
Think about let's stop for a second. Think about how mentally ill you have to be to set up a table and chair and some flowers and a stupid self-made sign talking about, come meet me, love it. You know how cringe that is? You know how pathetic you gotta be as a man to come sit down seriously looking to find a mate. But see, and I also wanna let's break this part down. It's a bad storm out. All right, but let's break this part down. Look, she's no supermodel, right? She's clearly past the wall. This isn't looking like a great package, and not just because she's black, but just everything, right? And then the whole concept is cringe from the jump. If she got a tip jar, what the hell is that? Anyway, if she was a 10 out of 10, she would get different results, but it would almost be more cringe. So what y'all think? Would it be more cringe if it was a 10 out of 10? I feel like people would be more skeptical to sit down if it was a 10 out of 10. Like, oh, this is just for her social media. I mean, obviously, this one right here is for social media too. And anybody in their right mind should be able to pick up on that. That this isn't genuine. But y'all answer me this below. Would you be more willing to sit down if it was her that we're looking at right now? Or would you be more willing to sit down if it was a 10 out of 10?
was hoping for. I have another first date. I matched with someone on an app and I'm really excited about this. It was a good date, guys. He was exactly who I thought he was going to be, which is always so refreshing. Looked exactly how he looked in the apps, and I think he was just the type of man.
Is that a ring in her nose? That's a weird. If that's a nose ring or I don't know what to call it, but it actually looks like a booger. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe I should. I never thought I'd say this because I actually seen another girl that had some type of bull ring, but it actually looked like a booger in her nose. So I gotta give some credit to the regular bull ring wearers. At least you can clearly see it's a bull ring hanging out of her nose. But like this ring that she has in her nose, I think this is a ring in her nose. It literally looked like a boogie hanging out. These people are really screwed up in the head.
And I actually kind of need. He was just a nice, kind, genuine guy. I went to an upscale party / fundraiser with my friends. It was hosted by 100 Black Men of Atlanta, so needless to say, there was no shortage of them. And yes, before you ask, I am still seeing the man from my life.
I am still seeing the man from my last. So what does that say to him? I mean, I don't know how many dates they went on, but even if they only went on one date, I mean, she's well within her rights. I'll start there. They went on one date. They're not in a committed relationship. She's welcome to keep going to dating events. But let me ask y'all this. Well, let me just, okay. She obviously doesn't like him that much. If a woman go on one or two dates are enough to know if the woman wants this to keep going somewhere. And if she's still going to dating events after let's just say they went on 3 dates, 3 dates. If she's still going to dating events after 2 or 3 dates with you, you're not the one. Or if she's not looking for you to be the one. I mean, this is gross. This is just gross. And okay, the worst part about her is that she's documenting all of this online. That's her biggest red flag of all this. It's not that she's post wall. It's not that she's average at best looking. None of that. Not that she's dating all these different men at the same time, which is kind of trashy. It's the fact that all this is being documented online is the black flag deal breaker.
Last post, and so far so good. But I am single, so I'm gonna act accordingly.
So this is her saying, hey, until I'm a girlfriend or a wife, I'm out here in these streets.
Okay, serious question. Shout out to the brother. He curls 100-pound dumbbells. And I want to get there one day. But did that shirt come with a heart on it, brother? Please tell me your daughter made that and she just said, "Can you wear this heart sticker on your neck, show daddy?" Please, it gotta have an explanation. And honestly, if that was the case, if I was him and that was the case, not that I got anything to prove to anybody, but I would do that disclaimer at the top of the episode. Because that shirt is fruity as pebbles. Never. Let's just continue.
Though the guy that she went on a date with was cool. So my question to the single guys is, why aren't you guys practicing the same? Why are you locking yourselves into one woman? Women agree.
Have your roster, minimum 3 to 5 people. Date them all until.
See, I can never emphasize this enough. Look, you over 35, still on the dating market. You're the trash can of the dating market. See, you still online talking about rosters. Look, let's be honest. You've had a roster since 14, so that's not no groundbreaking information. That's not something you haven't already just been doing for the past 2 decades, going on a quarter century. You already been doing the roster thing. It haven't worked out. It's not the men, it's you. It's not dating apps. It's not, the quality of men at bars. It's you. You're the common denominator.
One of them give you exactly what you're looking for. People. Date them all until one of them give you exactly what you're looking for.
They don't lock themselves onto one man. So why are you locking yourselves into one woman? This one was actually funny. So this woman, this is another black woman doing an experiment. She's doing an experiment for dating in real life. And this woman, she's been on a journey. I think this is day 21, where she's been trying to date in real life. She goes to events, she walks around, she meets guys, and she's trying to see if it's different from the dating app.
This is day 1 of 21 days of dating in real life to see if I can find a match off the apps. Today I was feeling bold. I went to Beltline. I had a little sign that said, "Love on the line. Let's see if we have chemistry." The goal was someone would take a seat.
Bro, this is mental illness. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. This is a mental disability. She should be diagnosed. Something is wrong with this woman.
And we would have like a little mini date. It was such a nice day. There were a ton of people on the Beltline, and it definitely caught people's attention, but like no one I was hoping for.
Yeah, you think? I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, I get it. It's for content. It's all for the plot. But she might be so delusional. She actually think a high value man is gonna walk by, on a sunny morning after he had his cup of Joe and workout, and see this and be like, "Oh, look, I found my wife. Let me come sit down at a table that she's recording on her social media, and try to get to know this woman as a great dating option." Of course, it's nobody you was hoping for. She was hoping for, the Black James Bond to sit down. Why would the Black James Bond entertain this bull crap? Seriously, I really want y'all to answer that.
The Beltline, and it definitely caught people's attention, but like no one I was hoping for. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to leave after 5 minutes, but I was
Yeah, this is completely embarrassing. You should have just left after 5 minutes. Spared yourself. You're a glutton for punishment.
committed to the bit, so I toughed it out. After 10 years of dating on the apps, I really want to put myself out there instead of just swiping. Love is on the line!
Yeah, you got another retarded bitch to want to get on camera and play along with this this fucking horse dung. Yeah, absolutely. That makes total sense. Yeah, she got to laugh to keep from crying. Cause keep in mind, like women like this, they definitely cry themselves to sleep at night. Not that I want her to, but let me just say this to that: her crying herself to sleep at night. She got an inbox full. She got 10 guys on the roster right now. She's holding out for Mr. Point 5. She think Mr. Point 5 is gonna be interested in her when she finally come across him. And Mr. Point 5 need to stop entertaining this even in the bedroom. Because that's what create these psychopaths and their delusional standards.
Didn't go on any dates, but I did meet Benny. She writes poetry for people on the Beltline, and we literally hit it off. I like to take a minute, just sit right there.
Yeah, y'all need to be with each other. Bingo. This is perfect. Over there. Y'all are perfect for each other. All y'all psychopaths need to just all get a house together. Y'all can write poetry and talk about astrology and talk about how much you hate men and how much the dating market is trash. It'll be a ball. Y'all can have sleepovers just like you did when you were 14. Because let's be real, you still are 14 mentally. It'll be great.
Literally hit it off.
I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there.
I sang the Fresh Prince intro with another girl for her birthday challenge.
Two over the hill hags sitting in front of a heavily populated walk singing the theme song to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Does it get any more cringe than that? These broads is 40 plus on this kid shit. This woman that we looking at right now with the headband on, this woman is like 45 years old, still trying to dress like Aaliyah in the 90s. Just never mind. Your love is a 1 in a million.
The Fresh Prince intro with another girl for her birthday challenge. And I met this super sweet couple. No dates, but I'm really happy that I met everyone that I did, and that's a win in my book. If you have suggestions, let me know where you think I should go next.
Since she's been doing this, she hasn't been getting that much luck, but she finally found a guy that she matched with, and she's going on a date with him, and that's where we pick up. And then we're gonna play the next video, okay? So again, she matched with someone on an app, and she's going on a first date with him. So I wanted to play this one first, so we can set up the next video.
I have another first date. I matched with someone on an app, and I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be like a really good guy. I think we're really aligned. He was a great conversationalist. He asked me out to dinner, so I'm super.
You down bad, bro. Like I'm just trying to, men are down bad, man. Does he know about your social media accounts, man? I'm sure he doesn't. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to get into the psyche of this, I'm assuming 40 plus year old man who want to sign up for this. Did she not wear her bull ring? I don't know, man. But see, older men aren't aware enough to be like, hey, do you got social media? Or like, how heavy are you on social media? Or maybe they think, well, we at the age where, if you 40 plus years old, you shouldn't be heavy on social media. They probably think they don't gotta ask that. They feel like they should only have to ask a 20 to 32-year-old that, not a 42-year-old. That's why this content that I do is very important.
Super excited because I love Ty, and you know what? I'm going to be optimistic. I think that this is going to go well, and I'm just going to put it out there, and yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. It was a good date, guys.
I mean, what are you, 12? It was a good day, guys. Tee. Like, you're a grown woman. You're old enough to be somebody's grandmother. To my tee. Hey guys, it went great. Like, grow the up. I mean, I'm not happy. I'm not mad at your joy, but whatever.
It was a good date, guys. Yes. This was the best first date I've had since I can't even tell you guys one. So that is definitely a success in and of itself. He was exactly who I thought he was going to be, which is always so refreshing. Looked exactly how he looked in the apps, and I think he was just the type of man I actually kind of need. He was just a nice, kind, genuine guy.
You hear that? Did you hear that, folks? The type of man she needs, not the type of man she wants. He's the good, safe, nice gentleman. The type of guy she been ducking for 20 years to get plucked and ducked by the bad boys. And the guy she knew from the jump was way out of her league and would never commit. Yeah, this is just the guy I need. A guy who's naive, weak, and desperate enough to take me on. Yeah, that's the type of guy she needs. Not the type of guy she's actually gonna respect or keep around. But yeah, definitely the type of guy she needs.
Looked in the apps, and I think he was just the type of man I actually kind of need. He was just a nice, kind, genuine guy, not someone who does too much, more introverted than I am. And you know what? That is okay. I think that I'm a little different, so I'm trying not to be like, I need to find someone just like me. So I'm definitely open to seeing where things go. I think we're definitely going to see each other again. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, like, I don't need to decide whether or not someone's, going to be my husband on day one, but I'm happy that things went well, and, it was all around good vibes, and I'm excited to learn more. And yeah, this was just all around a win.
Okay, so let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think this shirt is fruity, or am I just over exaggerating it? I really want to know what y'all think about this shirt. I'm just being petty, but I'm just curious. Oh, let's see. Oh gosh. Not her social media. This is about to be bad. Dating with KO. I'm positive none of the people she's going on dates with have seen these pages. Imagine how just embarrassed you would be to find these social media pages, just knowing that you went on a date with this, and you probably got chronicled on her dating series. It would probably be hurtful. Like, oh wow, I thought I was genuinely connecting with a human. This is effed up, man. Horrible people, by the way. Horrible people. I kind of feel sorry for her. She really needs some help. I hope she gets the help she deserves. Or doesn't deserve, however you want to look at it.
And I'm excited to learn more. And yeah, this was just all around a win.
Based off of what she said, it seemed like everything went great. The dude was a godsend to her. She said she liked him. Perfect situation. So she should start moving forward with trying to build a connection with him. Right? This is her still doing her dating in real life series. This is 21 days of dating in real life. So this is after she went on the date with the guy who did everything right.
This is day 17 of 21 days of dating in real life to see if I can find a match off the apps. I went to an upscale party / fundraiser with my friends. It was hosted by 100 Black Men of Atlanta, so needless to say, there was no shortage of them.
100 Black Men of Atlanta, I give to the 100 Black Men of America in Houston. But yes, good event.
And yes, before you ask, I am still seeing the man from my last post, and so far so good. But I am single, so I'm gonna act accordingly.
So you see that? So she said, yeah, I'm still seeing the guy that I went on the date with, but I'm single, so I'm gonna act accordingly. So this is her saying, hey, until I'm a girlfriend or a wife, I'm out here in these streets. Even though the guy that she went on a date with was cool. How y'all feel about that? Both men and women, how y'all feel about that? Keeping our options open? All right, here we go. Let's continue.
No shortage of well-dressed men in the building, and somehow, someway, 2 of the men I tried to talk to were married, but at least they were upfront about it. A couple men I made eye contact with and chit-chatted, but it just didn't really go anywhere from there. A lot of men were just hanging out in groups, or they were with their partners. I probably could have tried a little harder to work the room, but it was hot, loud, and I was honestly tired of approaching men. There is only so much that I can do in just one night. We definitely had a time, and matter of fact, my friend had better luck than me. As always, let me know where you think.
Okay, that I would love to see the friend. But what okay, I'm just trying to gather my words here. I'm lost for words.
What? That's your word?
Um, as a 40 to 50-year-old put together black man, get in a serious relationship with a 40 plus woman for what? Is what I'm gonna keep asking on this channel. What do I have to look forward to? Menopause? And to deal with all your baggage and bad habits from past relationships? I know the way that men think. And yeah, let me put it like this. Men already universally know that if she's single, 40 plus, she's not a good dating option. So any dude who's acting like he's trying to entertain it is either slow or just trying to bust some buns. One or the other. And she don't want a dude that's slow. No woman wants a slow, naive green dude. So she's stuck in the AD loop, as all of them seem to be after a certain age.
They get stuck in this endless trap of all the men I want don't want me, and or are already married, or the men who want me, I don't want them. So they end up like stuck in the middle.
I mean, see, I don't know how old she is. I'm gonna say 40 to 40. Let's just call her 45. It's pretty much the same difference. There is no building a life anymore. That's over with. That time has passed. The building a life stage has passed at 40, in my opinion. We're not having kids. We probably already got a mortgage. There is no point to do anything with you other than maybe hang out on the weekend with you if you were likable to be around, which you're not. Which most 40-year-old, which most 40 plus single women aren't going to be likable to be around. They're still trying to complete that fairy tale that never happened. You're 20 years too late. At least 15 years too late. So now she has you in this box. Like, she has these expectations in her head of how you should act, how you should act, what you should do, what the timeline should be. And that's not going to be pleasurable for you as the man. It'll be cool for a couple months, but once she start trying to put the pressure on you, well, where is this going, and where do you see the future and all that? Look, I see the future in me getting rid of you when you start getting on my nerves too much.
Definitely had a time, and matter of fact, my friend had better luck than me. As always, let me know where you think I should go next.
Okay, so, and we're not done with this. So that was the videos that I wanted to play. So I like these scenarios because they kind of challenge certain, I guess, ideologies in these spaces. I would love to hear from the guys, because I hear women say this more than men. Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. And I also see women being far more vocal with having a roster. They openly tell single men, I am dating multiple men.
Date them all. Have a roster until one of them don't play about you. I didn't say have sex with them all.
Just I'm out. I was gonna go do Kendra, but I don't. Do I got the? Okay, I don't know. Do I want to? What time is 8? Um, I'll do this. I'm gonna go over a couple of more minutes of this. If y'all want me to go over the Rumble and do a Kendra, let me get $5. If we can get a $5 donation in the next 5 minutes, I'll go over the Rumble and do a Kendra. If not, I'm gonna get off here.
I said date them all. Stop falling in love with the first person you go on a date with just because he bought you a seafood boil at Red Lobster and a couple shots of reposado. Okay? Have your roster. Minimum 3 to 5 people. Date them all until one of them give you exactly what you're looking for.
Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Only one of those 5. There's only one of the 5 that she actually wants to give her everything she's looking for. You got to keep that in mind too. The other 4 are just a distraction, make her feel better, ego boost after she get played by the one she really want.
One of them give you exactly what you're looking for.
So my question to the single guys is, why aren't you guys practicing the same? Why are you locked?
Medium man. Medium heart man. The top tier dudes are. And the bottom 90, 80, 90% of men can't. Because they don't have the options to have a roster. That's why, medium man. You should know this, sir. Top 10% men do have rosters. Bottom 90% of men can't have rosters. Come on, medium. Medium shirt. It's medium man. Yeah, let's just start calling them medium man with his medium shirts. Cause what's the point of working out if you can't wear medium shirts, right? I put in the work. I deserve medium shirts. All right, we got the $5 donation to go to Rumble, so let's go over to Rumble. We're going over to Rumble to do a Kendra. So let me drop the link again. You don't have to sign up to Rumble to watch. All you gotta do is click the link and watch. You dig? Just drop the link. Let me do this. Oh, let's see. All right. All right. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. Remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play a-hole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Make sure you keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. And one more thing before I go. Tomorrow, just make sure you smile at somebody for no reason at all. Good night, folks.